Hello friends. Today we are going to learn to make a simple login API. So in this simple login API, I assume that you guys know the basics. So from here onwards, we are using Node.js as a backend language and Mysql as a database. So let's say I want to create one API. So let's say this is the API that I want to create. So for the API, we always need to create a route. So this will be my login route for admin, and this will be my input. So this is a Postman tool. Postman tool is used for testing REST API. So now let's get back to the code. So for that, we should create one table. So to create a table, I'm using a migration. So in this migration, you can simply say this is the table name admins, and these are all the fields in the admin table. So after that, we need to run the migration. So in our case, we can simply do uh, npm run make migrate. So what you can also do is you can simply um, create a script or create a command simply using this. In this case, if I want to run a migration, what I will do is simply npm run migrate. Now again, coming back to the code, so for that I have already defined a URL, and for that URL I need to define a route. So for that route, I can simply say is I have created one route. So router route login post valid admin schema login. So this is used for the validation. And if you go into admin control plus admin login, so this is the controller that I'm using here, and it will take me to the admin login. So in this admin login, I can simply and my two parameters in the payload are email and password. So what I can do is if I simply pass this value in the body, so you can see I'm passing this as a raw value in the JSON format. You can simply get this information in the request.body because I'm passing this in the request. So after that, what we can simply do is in this I'm calling one admin service, and in this admin service I'm grabbing email and password. So these are the code that I'm checking so far. So if there is an admin, it will fetch. If there is no email address related to that admin, it will simply say invalid credential. So if the email exists, then we can simply compare the password with respect to that admin, and if that matches, we will simply generate JWT token. There is one function to generate the JWT token, and when it's going to expire, you can look into JWT token more to know about it, and it will simply return the response from the API. So I will give you one sample. So this is the API that I have created, and these are the payload that I'm going to pass into this API. So whenever you pass this valid information in the response, you will get something like this. So it's up to you. You can customize the data, what do you want and which you want to ignore. So for now, I'm trying getting all the information that I'm trying to achieve, and simply it will generate one JWT token. And you can also decode this JWT token to see what kind of data that exactly that JWT token holds. So for example, this is a valid credential, so the success is true. For example, let's say if I give some invalid data, so it will say empty response. And if I give something like this, it will say invalid credential. So yeah, this is the thing that we are going to use. And if you want to see, I have already inserted data into the database. So to insert data into the database, I can simply seed the database, and in this controller, so there is a place where I can seed the data. So this is the place where I have seeded the data. You can see all this kind of data here. So I think that's all for today. I will come with up another video. Thank you guys for watching this.